Hey y'all, I'm just gonna do the countdown to give you some time to get in. Hey y'all, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. What are you guys doing for Christmas Day, for Christmas tomorrow? And please hit that like button as you come in. I wanted to talk about Carlos King being gagged, literally, when Aikisha from Belle Collective decided to quit the show on his show. So I want to share the clips with you guys and I want us to talk about it because I remember when I watched it, I had to watch it a few times and I was gagged each time. I was just like, oh my goodness. I don't think he saw it coming. I don't think he was ready for it. I don't think that even Jasmine looked extremely shocked, completely shocked. Hi, everyone. I can see more people are coming in. Please hit that like button as you come in. I was just saying that I'm going to be talking about Carlos King being shocked when Aikisha quit on his show. Now, I want to play the clip for you guys and I want to talk about it. And I want us to look at the body language together because I can't be the only one finding this very, very entertaining. Okay. Um, so just before that, if you're here and you still haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. The likes need to match. Thank you very much. Let me just share my screen so I can play the video for you guys. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Alrighty. Let me I don't know why I was showing you guys a different tab, but you guys can't see it anyway, so that's good. Okay, so hopefully this removes the extras that you guys were seeing on the side. Fabulous, it does. Okay, I better switch off my WhatsApp because I can see people are messaging me. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but let me close that. But everyone, if you're just coming in, please hit that like button as you come in. Now, let me play this for you guys. I can't be the only one that was gagged watching this myself. So I want to play it for you guys. And I feel like I don't even watch Belle Collective, but this lady is a class act. And she's just making me realize this is how you quit when you really want to quit. When you feel like your boss ain't doing what your boss needs to be doing. When you feel like your boss is not, you're just not happy with your job. I feel like there are ways to quit. If there was ever a great way to quit and be like in your face, I would be like, this is a master class on how to quit your job. And be like, that's it, I'm done. I don't really care. But I feel like she still gave him his props for how great or how for giving his props for being a producer and how great Belle Collective is doing before she literally twisted that knife right in him. That's how it felt. Because he did not see it coming, in my opinion. At least from where I'm sitting. It looks like he had no idea. Jazz looked extremely shocked. So when I play for you guys will see what I'm talking about. But I just kept thinking, whoa, he must have felt blindsided. And it was so embarrassing to watch. So for those of you who have just come in, please hit that like button as you come in. Give me a second. Let me just put that and pin that like button. 1 second. And then we're gonna play the clip. Okay. Fantastic. You all aren't patient, are you? All right, let's play the video. Let's get into it.
But anyway, I just wanted to step in. I am excited that Belle Collective has been picked up for another season. I got my pickup letter.
Can you see?
I know that's right.
Can you see how everybody is laughing and kicking? She's like, I got my pickup letter, and everybody's clap. Or no, what did I do? And everybody is kicking and laughing. Hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. And everybody is kicking and laughing and giving the little clap. And then that's when she decides, I'm going to give him some compliments. And then I'm going to twist the knife in. Let's watch.
We were excited about that. And we want to congratulate Carlos and we want to congratulate the show. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of the platform. But unfortunately, we will not be returned. So just wanted to say that. The cologne.
I'm going to just pause it there. Okay. You see how she was like, thank you very much for it, but we will not be returning. Did you see Jasmine's face? And it looks like Carlos's face was stuck. His face was just like, he was smiling before, now his face just turned into, ugh. And then Jasmine went from smiling to like straight face shocked. And Dustin is just there like, what just happened? Let me play it.
Are done.
Watch it. Did you see Jasmine's face? She pushed her head forward and just looked. You could tell she was completely shocked. And then Carlos was really trying to keep the smile on. Dustin just looks like, what the heck is going on here? Did you see the tilting? Oh my God. I wish you guys could see my face. Did you see the tilting his head to the side? Carlos then looks, and then he still has that smile on, but he looks like he really wants to knock, like the smile is almost knocked off his face. That's what it's given.
So thank y'all and Merry Christmas.
And then she brought it back and she's like, thank you and Merry Christmas. Ooh. I don't think Carlos knew beforehand. Let me back this up again because I feel like, I'm sorry, you guys need to watch it again. I can't be the only one.
How menopause associates with heart.
Thank you so much for everything you brought to the show. You know, you have a friend.
And lost her. And then her twin sister died in the beginning of the year. So we are really focusing on.
I think somewhere around.
I'm excited that Belle Collective has been picked up for another season. I got my pickup letter.
And you see how she made sure it was clear. She was like, I am not having no rumors, making it seem like I didn't get my pickup letter, okay? She's like, I got my pickup letter. Did you see Carlos? Is like, ha. And then starts clapping. Everyone is clapping and everyone is like vibing to it. For those of you who are just coming in, I am doing like a review of Carlos King's Mr. Monday show. I am focusing though on Aikisha from Belle Collective quitting on air. Okay. And I'm playing it for you guys because I feel like you guys need to see the facial expressions. I cannot be the only one that found this entertaining and funny. So you guys gotta rock with me. All right, I'm gonna play this for you guys.
I know that's right.
We were excited about that, and we want to congratulate Carlos, and we want to congratulate the show, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of the platform. But unfortunately,
look at how everyone is still smiling, looking so happy. Thank you for allowing us to be part of the platform, and everyone is still grinning and having a good old time and loving it. Watch her knock these smiles off their faces, okay? I'm gonna play it, but I need you all to pay attention because if not, you can miss it.
Fortunately, we will not be returned.
So when she said, "Unfortunately, we will not be returning," it feels like it took them a minute to really clock on to like what she said. It's like, what y'all mean you will not be returning? I feel like it was like that awkward sort of like, oh, sorry, background noise. Sorry, guys. I mistakenly pressed something on my phone. But yeah, what do you mean you will not be returning? Their facial expressions just sort of looks like it hadn't. You know when you say something to someone and it doesn't resonate? I feel like that's what it was. It hadn't resonated yet at that stage. But yeah, let's keep going.
I just wanted to say that. The colognes are done.
Ooh. Ooh. Did you see Jazz's face? Jazz's face is the funniest to me. She literally moved her face forward and had that shocked expression. She's just like, what are we doing? She's like, that's what it was given without the voice. Without the voice, it was like, that's what it was given. Now look at Carlos tilted his face to the side. He still had that like permanent fake smile, that grin on. Dustin is just there like, what in the mess is this? How are you coming to a show to quit? Like, no heads up before, nothing. That is the facial expression this man is giving. He's just looking like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, let's keep pushing.
So thank y'all and Merry Christmas.
Jazz still looks confused. Like, what the heck happened? Can someone clarify? Can someone tell me what happened? Dustin is just there like, what? What is going on? And Carlos is still there with the fake smile, the permanent fake smile that is just like, you know, that like awkward smile when you don't know what to do. You can't really react too much, but then you're just like, what am I going to say? Like, I have to get it together. I have to get it together. I have to get it together. I feel like that's where things are at for him, in my opinion. It's given I have to get it together.
And our attorney has sent a letter to the attorneys of Kingdom Reign. So just wanted to let y'all know because I didn't want Carlos to find out any other way.
Look, now it sets in for Carlos. Look at that sad face. Now it sets in for Carlos, and Jasmine is like, look at her face. She could not hide the facial expression. She is still shocked. She is still like, what the hell? Now Carlos is like, no, not Aikisha, no. That is the facial expression that it is given, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, I don't want no problems with Carlos King, so I'm not really sure how many times I can play that. But I feel like the facial expressions, if you think of nothing else, I'm going to just leave it here so you guys can see the facial expressions. Right here, the way his face is, the way her face is, like it's given paused. Like everyone is gagged. Everyone is shocked. Nobody is like, whoa, how did this happen? Now, everyone in the chat, do you guys watch Belle Collective? Now, I don't watch Belle Collective, so I don't really have the context of why she may have quit. But I wonder if it's similar to the reason like people like Winter quit the show, the reason like people always complain about the treatment of Melody. Is that the same vibe, or is there a different reason why people could have quit, or why Aikisha could have quit? Whoever knows, let me know in the comment section, in the chat. Sorry, I'm so used to doing regular videos that I'm always saying chat instead of like comment section instead of chat. Jacqueline, happy holidays. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy holidays to everyone in the chat. Clicks and views. I love your content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, so I think I just wanted to jump on and quickly have a conversation with you guys about this. I The whole time I was thinking, I felt like what could Carlos have done that would make Aikisha come on the show to actually have this conversation? That is the part that I'm trying to figure out. So if you guys know, let me know in the chat. Oh, Angela Locke is saying she got into a fight with Letitia. Okay. So are you team Letitia or Aikisha? Who do you think was in the right when it came to the fight? Because I just wonder why it's such a like, it is clear that, because who else, let's be honest, who would come on a show to give their employer notice that they're leaving the show? I don't think that's the right platform for it. If you were trying to be subtle, but it's clear that she was trying to make an announcement and leave with a bang, and that she did, because we're all talking about it now. Oh, the husband got into it at Taste. Oh, I see. So the other day on social media, let me see if I can pull up the video for you guys. I saw a video on, I think it was OMFG Reality TV on Instagram. And I don't watch Belle Collective, so I don't know if it's the same one, but it just looks like guys were like having a whole full on brawl. And I was like, what is going on here? And I wonder if that's the same thing. Let me see if I can find the video for you guys and show you guys what I'm talking about. Because I remember when I saw it, I was like, what is happening? Is this I'm like, this is worse than, if this is what they're doing, I'm like, this is even worse than Love and Married Huntsville. So much of like how we've complained about Love and Married Huntsville, like it's given, yeah, they do not care. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Because they do post like a lot of clips, and a few shows have come out since I noticed. Was it them that posted it, or was it Money Making Melody Fan? Oh, it was them. Okay, found it. Let me share what I'm talking about. Share this tab instead. I hope you guys can see it. Yes, was it this? I'm not playing the audio because I'm just like, I don't know if we're gonna have issues with the audio. But ooh, so that looks like Aikisha's husband. That looks like Aikisha's husband with the locks. I don't think he doesn't have locks anymore, but that looks like him with the locks. Oh, okay. He looks good with locks. Never seen him with locks before because I don't watch the show. But wow, that is wild. The fact that like it was a full-on brawl. Whoa. Let me see what Angela is saying. Thanks, Angela. You're the one like telling us what's going on, because like we don't really well, I don't really watch the show. I don't know about you guys, but I don't watch the show. So whatever insight you can give me, I really appreciate it. Angela is saying yes, the security and everyone had to pull the men apart, and the wife stepped in and whoa. What in the ghetto mess is going on Belle Collective? I thought Belle Collective was meant to be about like Black excellence. Is it that that's has changed? Like, what is happening with that? Is it no longer about the Black excellence, or what was going on? Angela, is this usually the vibe, or anyone else that watches as well? Is this usually the vibe of the show? Or because I remember when I was thinking of covering Belle Collective, I remember a lot of people were like, yeah, it's more about it's more about Black excellence, and like it's better than Love and Marriage Huntsville. All of them have businesses. These are the things that people were telling me. But then I think I watched the first few episodes or something, but I couldn't really get into it because I think, was it Latrice's husband? I just felt very weird vibes from him, if I'm not mistaking, if I'm not mixing their names up. But I think let you guys correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Is Latrice's husband the one who comes across as abusive and very controlling? If he's the one, please let me know in the chat. Because I just noticed that I kept thinking, like, if this is the vibe, I don't want to watch it. Because I'm just like, I don't want something that will turn into another Love and Married Huntsville. Aha, exactly. Wow, so it's not Black excellence. No, this is not. They praise each other for their businesses. Okay. Thank you guys for bringing, yes, Angela. Okay, fantastic. Right. Yeah, because I remember Gwen is also saying yes. Okay, SR is saying yes. Him, Cliff. Yes, you're right. Cliff, that's his name. I remember watching it and thinking, I hate the way they speak to each other. I hate the way he speaks to her. I don't like their relationship. It comes across as there's something more abusive there, and I don't want no parts of it. So there is no way that I'm going to be engaging with that. And I just didn't want another show that I'm going to hate. I'm going to start loving and enjoying and covering, and then I'm going to start just being very irritated talking about the same thing over and over again. I just didn't want another Love and Marriage Huntsville where I feel like he's treating, like, for example, I always talk about how Marceau treats Tisha. I didn't want to have to be dealing with another show like that. I just thought that's not what I want to do. Not interested in that. And so I didn't cover the show, to be honest. SR said they've been cutting up since season 1, to be honest. Every woman's empowerment event was a mess. That is crazy. At this point, it feels like this is not even about the people. This is now about Carlos King. I feel like he definitely knows how to pick him, but also, is there something about his production and how he does things that allows this sort of environment to thrive? Is it something where people feel like if they don't behave in this way, they're not going to be able to keep their jobs? These are the things that come to mind when I think about, because it's becoming too much of a pattern. Like, think about it with Love and Marriage Huntsville. It almost feels like the cast members don't like Melody. Like, you can't even find one cast member that sees it for Melody, right? And then, so is Belle Collective similar to that, where like all of the cast members are against one person, or is it balanced where everyone just doesn't like each other? Let me know what you guys think, because I just think if it has so much similarities to Love and Marriage Huntsville, that just feels like maybe Carlos King doesn't know how to produce things where there is a balance, because it's not every time fighting. It would be nice to have certain events that actually uplift people, that people actually engage, and it's not a mess all of the time. Ooh, so somewhat. Yeah, interesting. At this point, maybe Carlos King and his production team, they thrive on just drama. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of drama, but I always feel like you have to balance out the drama, because if you don't balance the drama, it never ends well. It ends in you like losing your viewers because your viewers are tired. As much as we like drama, we also like to not feel like it's so heavy all of the time. We would like to have a little bit of a relaxed vibe and then come back and it's a little bit amped up, then it's more relaxed, then amped up. We like a balance. We don't want to feel like every episode is heavy or every scene is heavy. At least from where I'm coming from, I don't like to see it like that. Okay, so you feel like the ladies take sides. Okay. So who do you think in particular is like the one person that like the ladies are generally against? I'm just curious if there's that one person that majority of the ladies are sort of like against and who is almost like an island by themselves. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys whilst I have you guys on live is, are you also watching Married to Medicine? I say that because I was thinking of going live to discuss the episode of Love and... Why do I keep saying Love and Married Huntsville? Married to Medicine today, but then I was like, if you guys are not really keen on it, besides I also know it's Christmas, so I don't want to be like on here on live and then, I don't want to distract from like family festivities. So yeah, I was just like, okay, let me hold off for now. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, I know it's completely unrelated to what we're watching, but you guys, I saw a trailer for, let me show you if I can scroll up. Okay. I saw a trailer for Ready to Love, and I was like, oh, okay. I want to watch it. Yeah, Married to Medicine is a mess. Yes, it absolutely is. Like, I cannot believe how low things got between Heavenly and Contessa. I feel like that's a whole video on its own, and I better find time to come here and like chat with you guys about it. But honestly, I feel like Married to Medicine is wild. And yeah, Gwendolyn is saying I like Ready to Love. I do too. I really like Ready to Love, and I want to cover it this season as well. Let me play the trailer for you guys so you guys can see it, because I just feel like I really want to cover it. And I'm just trying to make sure you guys are up for it as well. Who is this man? He's sexy or whatnot. Who is that? Even someone said, "Who is that on the cover?" Exactly. I'm trying to figure out.
All of you are here to put independence in the
He's
past
hot.
and open yourself up to.
I can't lie, guys. Sorry, I had to pause. He is fine. All right. Okay.
Falling in love and depending on somebody else other than yourself.
Oh, we got some chocolate, y'all. How you doing?
This go around, baby, I'm bringing sexy back.
Sahara. Oh, like the desert.
Just like the desert.
Okay.
A little bit wetter, though. I'm bringing.
Oh, did she just say just like the desert, but a little bit wetter? Okay. Alrighty. This is what I say about Ready to Love. Ready to Love be wild. But anyway.
To find my man. Take it off. Take it off.
hot
baby.
anyway.
Yes.
Ooh, he said take it off. Girl, I understand. That man is fine.
I'm coming in hot.
All right, let's get out there and see what we made of.
Oh, stop, don't fall.
Bro,
I dare you to give your number one a lap dance.
Oh, this they're like your number one, number two game. It always ends in tears. I don't know why they still always do it. Like it never ends well.
Something about our energy that was like in tune.
indeed.
She is fine. She is so beautiful. I love her hair. She looks gorgeous.
I wish this was edible paint.
Okay, is that tattoo or is that paint on his tattoo? Because if that's paint on his tattoo, okay, sure. But if that's his tattoo, it's a no for me, dog.
I'm never going to forget this moment.
I want the best for you, but that requires intentionality, vulnerability, and good old-fashioned honesty.
Have I cheated in the past?
Have I cheated in the past? I think that's a yes. Look at this man's face. Who is this man?
Yes.
I never felt so much pressure in my life.
I'm gonna give it all I got, can't quit, can't stop. I'm gonna be shut it down like, hey.
I really haven't heard from you.
Why did you give me a fake number?
Fake number, real number. You still didn't contact me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to talk no more.
And no disrespect to you, this is not a game show. Yo, let's get Sahara off of here. Stop with the bull, bro.
Mr. Bottle Pop, I get the
The issue is that you don't create boundaries. That's the problem.
He's a liar. He's a manipulator.
This is a messy table. The ladies and I, we decided that your journey has come to an end.
Keep on, keep on.
I don't want you to go home. I've been dealing with trying to figure out like who I really am sometimes.
I wanted to always the fire to burn.
What happens tomorrow? I started today.
Will we go from the Liberty Bell to wedding bells? It's simply time to decide if this is love or not, and find out who is truly ready to love.
Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Ready to Love. Let me know in the chat if you'll be watching Ready to Love, because I want to cover that as well when it comes out. Angela, Contessa was ready, and I honestly don't blame her. Did you see how Contessa ran over there and Jackie fell? I felt sorry for Jackie, but I was like, yo, Contessa, I think she had to calm herself down and remember that, do you know what, you don't want this. But the intensity at which she used to run up and Jackie fell, I went back and watched it. I was like, if she was running with that intensity, Heavenly would have been seriously hurt. And Heavenly knew that. Did you see Heavenly looking left, right, and center to try to avoid getting beat up? I was like, what in the world is this? Like, that is terrible. And I am never really in support of getting your ass beat. But to an extent, I felt like, do you know what? Heavenly could have done with a little ass whooping, in my opinion. Because I feel like Heavenly talks a lot of ish, and maybe she needs to get her ass whooped. Do you guys want to watch it? Oh yeah, can't wait for Ready to Love, I believe is what Gwendolyn is talking about. Gwendolyn, you have such a beautiful name, by the way. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing it well. If not, please tell me how to pronounce it in the chat. Like, do like a, you know how the dictionary has like a what do they call it? Transcription of how to pronounce it. Please help me transcribe how to pronounce it. Angela says, yes, it was terrible. Jackie was crying. I saw that. It's always those ones, right? They start ish and then they start calling security. It's like, what are you calling security for? You talked all this ish. You literally said that her mama that is dead is stupid. And you thought she wasn't going to pop you in the mouth. Like, I think she always thought, like, you know, because we're all doctors and doctors' wives, no one is really going to do anything. And I feel like she gets away with doing that. But it's like, not everyone is going to be on that level. Not everyone is going to choose grace. Sometimes people will choose violence. Nobody is playing with you heavily. You do this too much. And sometimes people have had enough. If I honestly, I'm not a violent person, but I probably would have tried to pop her in the mouth. Like, I'm just saying, I probably would have tried. Angela says she talks so much but can't back her mouth up. Absolutely. She cannot. And Heavenly used to be entertaining here and there, but I just feel like it's taking it too far now. I didn't even find it funny. I didn't even find it entertaining. I was just like, Heavenly, you're doing too much now. Leave this woman's dead mom to rest in peace. For goodness sake, Heavenly, you're doing too much. For those of you just coming in, please hit that like button. But yeah, thank you. You pronounced it right. Oh, did I? Oh, wonderful. Gwendolyn, very, very beautiful name. Okay, let me play this. Since we're talking about Married to Medicine, I might as well. Let me play the clip for you guys because I can't be the only one that saw that. Honestly, I'm with you, Phaedra, because I'm just like, I'm not one for violence, but you're not about to be like your mama that died. No. And then say yes and double down. These are the things that I feel like Heavenly does that is just low down dirty and it just takes it too far. Like, I understand, like, Contessa was out of order with some of the things that she said, but Heavenly took it way too far. There was no need for you to say that about her mom, especially because Heavenly has said all sorts of wild, crazy things about Sweet Tea. But the moment Sweet Tea mentions her mother, Heavenly is out here crying and talking about, like, the way Sweet Tea said this, Sweet Tea said that. So I'm just thinking, like, if you have that much energy and you're able to say this, like, why don't you have any empathy for Contessa's mom? Why did you think it was appropriate to bring her into the mess? You didn't have to, but you did. And so I feel like even with the rest of the castmates, it just feels like they just let Heavenly say and do whatever, and no one calls her out on it. No one says anything. No one says, oh, enough is enough, Heavenly, you're doing too much. Everyone just lets it happen, which I just think it's disgusting. And I think that if you guys clock on, the last time Dr. Simone was trying to coach Sweet Tea on how to deal with Heavenly and how Heavenly is like this. And I'm just like, you guys have created a monster, in my opinion. Because you guys let Heavenly do whatever Heavenly feels like doing. And then when it now takes it too far, you're now like, oh, Heavenly has done too much. But I'm like, you guys let her do whatever. You guys are always telling other people how to treat Heavenly and how to deal with Heavenly, but nobody is talking about Heavenly. Behave better. I feel like for how many seasons has it been? 11 seasons. People have encouraged, they have hyped Heavenly up, and she has taken the piss out every single time, which I don't think it's fair. But anyway, I'm trying to update the title of this video because since I've been talking about Married to Medicine, so that people that are joining in are not shocked or confused as to why I added in some Married to Medicine. We just started talking about Married to Medicine because why not? We might as well, we're already here, we might as well talk about it. Since there's no need for me to start a new live anyway, so we might as well do the recap here. But yeah. Okay. It didn't even save anyway. It's not letting me save it. But anyways, it's fine. Don't worry. Maybe I'll edit it after the video. I think if Dr. Damon had been there, he would have told her to shut her mouth. Do you know what, Angela? I feel like to an extent possibly, but then I'm starting to feel like Dr. Damon is just like Heavenly. I think Dr. Damon is just a calmer version of Heavenly. And so he went under the radar for such a long time. And I'll tell you why. Remember the way he treated Dr. Greg and the way he was speaking to Dr. Greg? I was just like, wow, you have the same venom that your wife has. You literally have the same venom your wife has. You're just a calmer version, so no one really notices, but under it all, you're behaving just like your wife. So I don't know if, I think he would have probably tried to save face and tell her to shush, but at the same time, I don't really think that he would be holding her accountable, to be completely honest. I think he's just their beds of, because I've always wondered how could he sort of entertain Heavenly and always be cool with her antics, and I just feel like, yeah, I think they're birds of the same feather. The only difference is one is a lot more vocal, the other one is undercover, in my opinion. Also, did you guys clock on to what Contessa was saying about him allegedly having mixed babies? Did you guys clock that tea? I was like, oh. Now, you know, we've been talking about rumors about Dr. Damien stepping out a little bit. We talked about it in the past, and I feel like there is a chance that there is legitimately a chance that this is true. Remember when Mariah was like, should I bring the receipts? Do you guys remember? I feel like maybe there was something to it. Maybe there was something to it that she was trying to bring. Because remember, she said it was actually a legitimate receipt, but Dr. Damon reached out to her and said not to say anything. So I feel like there's some truth to what Contessa was saying. I feel like, in all honesty, Contessa has known Heavenly in a way that a lot of the other ladies did not know Heavenly. So if anyone will know some secrets, it is probably Contessa, in my opinion. And I feel like Contessa has sat on it for a while because she just thought, okay, let me not take it too far. But Heavenly, since Heavenly went there and took it this far, Contessa is like, yeah, she's taking it straight to hell with that comment. So yeah, I just think it's very, very odd. Angela said, I think Gregory was wrong. I don't agree with him backing his wife up about cheating on Heavenly. Yes, so the thing is, I don't think he was unless I need to go back and watch that, but I don't think he was backing her up. I think he was trying to say that it wasn't Sweet Tea that came up with that rumor. It was sort of like what the conversation between her and Heavenly, that's where it came from, something along those lines. I think the part from me, I wasn't even talking about whether Dr. Gregory was wrong, because I think they both had their parts. But I think the part for me that I didn't like was the fact that even when there were certain things that Heavenly said, like him being a pedo, I think it's too far, especially for someone that has a practice. I think saying that pedo comment was too far, and I would have thought that Dr. Damon would have understood and said, you know what, Heavenly went a little too far on that one. I spoke to her about that pedo comment. That would not happen again. Your wife can't be calling this man a pedo, yet you are still trying to refer people to the same man, right? Without addressing it. And then you can't then say that he's being too sensitive. I just thought that was taking it too far, personally. Angela said, yes, they sleep in separate beds. Exactly. So I know that Contessa said they sleep in separate beds, but is this also something that Dr. Heavenly has confirmed before? Because I know some people, I guess it's not a thing. Some people do sleep in separate beds. I personally would not like that because I need that body heat, that warmth. So I hate the idea of separate beds. But I guess if they like it, if it works for them, then I guess it really works for them. But for me, yeah, that separate beds thing ain't for me. Doll said Jackie was crying because the truth was out and she knows but never spoke on it. Ooh, are you saying this in relation to Dr. Damon allegedly having side babies? Ooh, is that what you're talking about? Just clarify this for me, please, in the chat, because I'm just trying to figure out if that's what you're talking about. Then I'm not actually surprised, because there have been rumors here and there. Like I've covered it on this channel, like because there's been like little whispers about it. But I feel like the bit that took it too far was when she made it very clear and said mixed babies. That is very specific, considering allegedly, if I'm not mistaken, there was some rumor about him liking white girls. So I'm just trying to figure out. But anything, I better give my quick disclaimer. Everything is alleged. Where is my banner? Let me put my banner up. Everything I say is alleged in my own opinion and for entertainment purposes, please. All right, let's get back to the comments. If you're just coming in, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. So we started off talking about Aikisha from Belle Collective being on Carlos King, and then we talked a little bit about Ready to Love, and now we're talking about Married to Medicine. Just giving a recap on that one scene that gagged us. Both ladies have dirt on each other. They were really close. I agree 100%. I feel like they both know a lot of things, and I feel like I wish that Heavenly did not say some of the things that she had said, because the thing is, I feel like when your friends say certain things to you, even if you have inside knowledge, I don't think that's fair for you to say on a public platform. I think she could have handled things differently with her YouTube channel. She's your friend. You hang out with her, you go on holiday with her. I don't think being on the public platform and speaking on her in that way is the best way to navigate things. Personally, that's my thing. But yeah, I agree that they both have dirt on each other. I will say Dr. Contessa has kept quiet for a long time. So I'm actually impressed by how long she had kept quiet for. Maybe she was really thinking that her and Heavenly will get back and be friends and stuff. And now she finally knows after today, it's never gonna happen. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna spill everything I want to spill because I know we're never gonna be friends again. And just I know she did not confirm. Yeah. I think there could be some truth to it, because I feel like sometimes some couples, especially when they've been married for a long time, they may want like their separate space. So I won't be surprised if it is. Sorry, I'm just like trying to wear my glasses. But yeah, Gwendolyn said, I have not seen it in a few weeks and I'm going to start back watching. Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, when I say for the last 2 episodes, it was pretty calm and dry. But for this episode, I would say this episode was the best one they've had so far. I think the ones I really enjoyed will probably be maybe the first episode, the premiere, and then I would say this one so far. The other 2 kind of felt like fillers. So I think this is the 5th one, isn't it? So I think the first I think I enjoyed maybe 1 or 2 in total. So this one and probably the first one, and then the rest just felt a little bit like fillers. I think maybe you can add 1 more that I was like, alright, not bad, but the rest kind of felt like fillers to me. I don't know if you guys agree. Angela says the friendship is over. Yep. I don't see any coming back from this. I would be so shocked to see any coming back from this. I feel like when you're coming for someone's deceased mother, that is just too low, that I don't feel like there's any coming back for it. Now, what do you guys think about people that said that they both took things too far? Because if you guys also clocked, Contessa did say something about Heavenly's children not liking her. So, what do you say? Do you feel like she went too far by bringing up Heavenly's children and saying that Heavenly's children don't like her? What do you guys actually think? Because whilst I think Contessa was absolutely wrong for bringing up the children, she shouldn't have. I feel like bringing up someone's children or someone's, yeah, is such a sensitive subject and it is very unnecessary. There is no need for all of that. You can bring other things up, but it didn't need to go there. But I actually will say, I feel like it all went left when Heavenly started to bring up Dr. Scott, which is Contessa's husband. I feel like Heavenly is one of those people that feel like they can tell you and say anything to you, but you're not allowed to say it back to them. And then when you say it back to them and hurt their feelings, they want to go straight to hell. And I think I was watching Kempire and some lady said that she would have said it back to her that your mama or something like that. And I cracked up. But I thought, do you know what? I feel like maybe Heavenly needs a little dose of her medicine. Because you know, sometimes you don't feel like what you're doing is that bad until someone does it to you and then they show you that your behavior is terrible and then you can't take it. And I do wonder if that's what needs to happen. But yeah, because I just think, yeah, it's very obvious that Heavenly can dish a little bit, but when it comes to taking it, she's used to getting away with it because no one can really like square up to her. But when I really want to go back and see where Heavenly was like running backwards, because I just thought that was too funny to me. Let me see if I can find that bit. Flip Jackie. Like she literally flipped Jackie.
Squirrel!
Contessa looks like she was in rage. Like, and I don't blame her. Like, there's only so much you can take. Really, don't continue to pay your husband to stay. I didn't even hear that bit. What do you guys think about that? That is quite specific. This is the thing. I feel like they know things about each other because these jabs be hitting. These are like very, very specific things. Like, it's not like you're stupid, you're mad. Get out of my face. This is, don't continue to pay your husband to stay. Like, wait, what are we talking about? Like, where is the group chat? Like, I need to see the chats. Like, what is going on? Can someone give me the receipts? But anyway. Angela says kids should not be involved. They were both hitting below the belt. I completely agree. I feel like they were both wrong. But I do think that Heavenly took it to hell with the mama comment, especially because the woman is deceased. Like, and most people grieve for a long time. And so I feel like bringing it and saying, your mama, bruh, yeah, that deserves a mouth pop, in my opinion. And I'm not even violent. I would have just been like, let me just reset your brain, because it seems like, wisdom is chasing you, but you're faster. I need to just reset it a little bit. But yeah, Angela said they were very close. I agree. And this is why I feel like the jabs are very specific. They both know each other's soft spots. I feel like Heavenly knows that a very soft spot and insecurity for Contessa is her marriage. And so guess what she does? She comes for the marriage. I feel like Contessa knows that one, her husband, Heavenly's husband's cheating allegations is a soft spot. So guess what she does? She brings that up. And I just feel like also her children is like they know the bits, the parts of them that will hurt them the most, and then they're playing to that. It's really sad when friends get to this point where it's like you guys loved each other at some point and now you guys hate each other so much that you're looking for stuff to break the other person at all costs. That is terrible. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Go.
Girl, be mad at I don't got no balls to your bitch ass.
Let's go.
Shout out to all MFG reality TV. They be getting all the good clips.
But it was like the make.
That was so sad. And with all due respect, not Heavenly, Jackie is a woman of a particular age. Being knocked on the floor at that age is not great at all, because like what if she hurt herself seriously? Like even at 30, you knock yourself down and your knee is like about to give way, not to talk of someone that is even older than that. So like it was really like I just looked at and I was just like, this is a hazard. You guys need to be more careful, honestly.
I just felt myself falling to the floor, but
I feel like Jackie should have stayed out of it. I don't think she realized that I was gonna get that far. She really should have stayed out of it. You see how Toya was just out here just sitting and relaxing? That's what Jackie should have done, because there's no stepping in between these people. Honestly, I've stopped settling fights or jumping in. In the past, I would jump in to try and escalate things, but sometimes what happens is that person either turns on you and starts getting angry at you, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm not in it. Or they settle and then they're both like facing you and upset at you. I'm like, yo, no, you guys fight. Do what you gotta do. I'm not getting involved because I'm not trying to get hit in my face. I'm not trying to get in any sort of trouble. Leave me out of it. I don't want no parts of it whatsoever. I don't know. I personally did not like Sweet Tea's comments. I didn't like it because it's one thing to call someone elderly. She is elderly, right? But I feel like it's the way it was said. I love you, Sweet Tea. Like, I know you watch every now and then. I love you, girl. But I feel like I didn't like that because it comes across as like almost age shaming her a little bit. And I didn't really like that. Yes, you help the elderly, absolutely. But I don't know. It just came across very condescending to me. I may be wrong, but let me know what you guys think in the chat. I just thought there was no need for that. Honestly, you could have just said, I saw her, she fell off, and I was just like, let me help her out. Simple. It didn't need to be no elderly comments or all of that. I don't think that was necessary personally. Yeah, I just think that was doing too much, in my opinion. But I heard that like Jackie took it well and talked about like all the wisdom and stuff that comes from, being her age and stuff, which is fair enough. Like, at the end of the day, it's a blessing to be that age and to look the way Jackie looks. Jackie looks amazing. She looks in shape. So yeah, she is winning. If we're gonna say that. But yeah, I think was that the whole clip. Let me see if there's any. Toya. People may not like Toya, but I think Toya might be my new favorite. I've always liked Toya, but I feel Toya is my new favorite because I feel like Toya is calling it as she sees it, whilst these people are literally just like tiptoeing around each other. Toya is literally calling it out and saying you both took it too far, which I think is the truth. Contessa said some things about Heavenly's family that was out of order. Heavenly said some things about Contessa's family that is out of order. They both took things too far, in my opinion. And I'm glad Toya is calling it out. Because sometimes I wish Toya was on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because I feel like Toya will be calling out all these people's BS on the show. And I feel like we need someone like Toya on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that when people are coming for Melody, when people are coming and, you know, being very disrespectful, Toya can step in and say, no, you guys, this was the same thing you guys did to her. Now she's doing the same thing to you, and now you're upset. Because I think sometimes you got to remind these people because they be forgetting. Angela says, Sweet Tea is disrespectful too. She says stuff and hides her hands. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if it is the editing, but that is really how it's coming across this season. I feel like I really loved, like I still like her, but I'm saying like season 1, or her first season, I really liked her on the show. This season, I feel like we're not seeing enough of her. And then when we see her, it's almost like it's coming across as she is being salty about something. Now, I haven't watched, so Sweet Tea has a YouTube channel, and she talks about like she talks a little bit about like she talks about the episode and gives us like some things that are missing from the show itself, the episodes, which I really quite like, I really appreciate, right? But I haven't watched this last one, so I don't know if there's any other information that she can give us, maybe surrounding like editing or just some context, because I think sometimes, as much as we love these shows, they edit quite a lot, and they can edit a whole lot into a few minutes, right? So sometimes if they edit things a certain way, it can look that way. So yeah, I think editing really does play a part. The other thing I did watch was the Trisha's interview with Millie Chan. Shout out to Millie Chan. I honestly was like, have you guys watched the interview? What did you guys think? If you guys have watched it, let me know in the chat. What did you think? Because I kept thinking, first of all, I'm glad that Trish was able to at least speak up a little bit more than usual. She doesn't really say much most times. So it was nice to actually hear her speak a little bit, if I'm being honest. Because you know how she normally speaks through her teeth? At least she didn't really do that during this interview. I think she has watched herself. She has cringed a lot. And now she's like, I need to be able to speak up and speak up a little better and stop speaking through my teeth, because it doesn't come across well on the show. She also said something that I thought was interesting. She didn't think she was coming on Love and Marriage Huntsville as an actual full cast member. I think she thought she was just going to be a friend of Stormy, and then it expanded into more. Now, I would have loved to like find out a little bit more or get to the bottom of what that looks like, or what that looks like. But that's fine. I guess it wasn't necessarily needed. But I think Trish said something. She said something that made me think, I feel like she still can't help herself, and she comes across as a liar. Because her stories don't be adding up. And I don't know if it's because she doesn't give enough context, or she intentionally leaves things out, and then it just makes it seem like she is lying. Angela, I understand. I completely agree with you. I don't care for Trish. Oh, where did the comments go? Found her. I don't care for Trish a lot either. I just think that she is constantly changing the goalpost. I think when I watched it, she said something about it took her 2 years before she introduced Ken to the kids. And I thought, am I bugging? But when Ken had an interview, didn't Ken say it took about 6 months to maybe about a year or so? So who is lying? You guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. And I completely am misremembering. But I I do feel like I remember she said something about it took years before she introduced Ken to the kids. And then took 2 years, and then Ken is saying something completely different. So who's lying, who's telling the truth? The other thing was, do you guys remember in the interview? Yeah, exactly. She's sneaky. Absolutely agree. Let me see. You. Ken said 6 months. Completely agree. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Because I knew he said 6 months, but I was like, let me give it 6 months to a year just in case I've missed it. But yeah, he said 6 months. So she said it took 2 years. Ken said 6 months. If they were telling the truth, it would have been maybe worst case scenario. She would say it took 8 months. And we'll say, okay, 6 to 8 months, not bad. But she said 2 years. So who is lying? The fact that Trish has no credibility, I would have to say Trish is lying. Because Trish is the only one that stands to gain something from making it seem that she and Ken were not like introduced, or Ken wasn't introduced into the life of her children straight away. I personally believe. So I don't believe that she's telling the truth. I think Ken on this issue is probably telling the truth. She is sneaky, completely agree. Gwendolyn said, I just saw a few minutes. That's all I could take from Trisha. Honestly, I understand. If not that I knew that I was going to come over here and talk to you guys about it, I would not have even bothered to watch it. Because I'm just like, Trish is not one of those people that I really want to hear what she thinks or her views on stuff. I do not care. I'm just like, there really isn't much more that you can give me. So I'm not really looking to watch the show or anything. Completely agree. The other thing she said in the interview with Millie Chan that I thought, oh my goodness, this is a lie, was when she said, and I need to find my GIF for this one. Hold on, let me see if I can upload a GIF for this one, because that got me cracking up. I feel like Trish lies a lot, right? And I'll give you the other example I feel like was when she said she went over to Martel's house in March 2020. She also said that, so she said she went over to Martel's house in 2020 and that Martel got a divorce in April 2020. She also said she used Martel and Melody's divorce to write her own paperwork. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are we doing? Like, Trish, what are we doing? I do think the bit she then said that really, really gagged me was she was making it seem that, so she said, like, I know she said the whole, it took her 2 years to introduce, but then she was saying that, oh, she saw Martel in March over at his house. Then later on, she said it was because a question came up about pandemic. And when everything was in pandemic and lockdown, you were going to go and see and train people at home or something like that. She then says, no, it was not. It was towards the end of pandemic or middle of pandemic, not at the start of pandemic. I'm like, let's backpedal a little bit. If you're telling the truth now, which is it? Because earlier you said it was March. Now you're saying, no, it wasn't then. It was more towards the middle to the end of pandemic. What is the truth? It just feels like you keep shifting the goalpost constantly. What's the truth? And so this is why I feel like it's hard to really resonate with Trisha, because she's always lying. And like when someone is always lying, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to place the person. You can't really rely on anything they're saying to you. They could be saying like, oh no, things are going so well and this and that, and you're just thinking, I don't know if I can believe you. I don't know if I can believe you. Do you guys know what I wanted to show you guys? Let me see if I can find what I was going to show you guys. Because I've closed my WhatsApp, it's proving a little bit difficult. Give me a second. Let me see if I can show you guys. Because do you guys remember when Sheree was like, when they were asking Sheree about joggers, and Sheree was like spring, summer, September? that is what I wanted to play for you guys because I think it resonates because that's how Trisha was behaving. Oh, it's gonna be in spring, um, summer, September, that period. Girl, where is it? She by Charade joggers. Who has She by Charade joggers? I'm just curious because clearly ain't nothing happened with those joggers since we put them on the show. I feel like she was only pressured to actually do it. I think if she wasn't pressured, she would not have done anything, in my opinion. I just think, ooh, my computer is not responding. I think I'm still in the live though. Okay, that's good. I'm still in the live, but my computer is not responding. All I'm trying to do is show you guys this GIF, but it doesn't want me to show you guys the GIF of spring, summer, and September. Ain't that doesn't that suck? Okay, I think I'm onto it. Hold on. I think I may be able to get it. I think I may be able to get it. Please work. Please work. Please work. If you're just coming in, please hit that like button. We have done so you guys can
joggers. It's more lifestyle.
Pause. Sorry, guys. If you're coming in, please make sure you hit that like button. We had done earlier, so you guys can go back and just start earlier to watch it. Carlos King was shocked when Aikisha from Belle Collective quit. We've talked about that. We also talked a little bit about Ready to Love. We talked about Married to Medicine, and now we are talking about Trish from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so please hit that like button. All right, so let's play this clip for you guys. This is how I feel like Trisha was answering the question of she went to Martel's house. I'm waiting for it to load. Please load.
Your clothing line, She by Sheree, are you bringing it back? Oh,
So if I'm going,
it wasn't clear.
You weren't clear. I said I'm doing joggers.
Why am I getting so much
You see Portia's face like, what the heck?
backlash?
Are you doing a line of She by Sheree
Lifestyle
athletic wear?
athletic, but lifestyle.
Yeah,
When?
athletic but lifestyle. Athletic but lifestyle. Like, girl, relax.
Probably more September. For that is spring summer.
Okay.
September shows spring summer.
Ah! Did you see Nini's face? That is me right now. It's like, October, spring, September, spring, summer. Like, girl, have several seats. That is what it was given when Trisha was talking about. It's like, oh yeah, March, but then it wasn't really neck deep in pandemic. This is like towards the end of it. Girl, get your story straight. Angela said she was texting Ken while married. Honestly, that is what is given. I would not be surprised. I feel like at this point, there ain't nothing anyone can do that will surprise me. I don't think there is that one thing that would surprise me personally. Angela said she was mad at her husband for not being around and was seeking attention elsewhere. Mel caught that lie. Yep, that's what it is given. You're mad at your husband for not being around. Yeah, no thank you. Don't bring that over here. Gwendolyn said she's a big liar. She forgets what she says. Yes. Did you notice how Melichan had to remind her of some things that were said? And oh, did I say that? Girl, you said it. We watched it in 4K. What do you mean? And I feel like she's always also getting the context of things wrong. I don't even know if it's intentional or if she's just so tardy like that. But she's an engineer, so I don't think she's tardy. I just think at this point it's intentional. But yeah. How are you guys doing? I am tired. It's already 12:32 a.m. for me. And I don't know, I feel like I need to go to bed. I'm starting to like almost, well, I've not dozed off yet, but I'm starting to feel a bit tired. But yeah, so I think it's almost bedtime for me. Please hit that like button if you're just coming in. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below or in the chat. But yeah, thank you for hanging with me today. I know it wasn't planned, but thank you very much for showing up. I really appreciate you. Thanks to Gwendolyn, Angela, Migu. I don't want to miss anybody that's been in my chat today. Dolls. Let's see. LY. SR Williams, Jacqueline Harrison. Thank you so much. Clicks and Views. Thank you so much. That's a very nice name. Thank you so much for everybody for hanging out, and for those who have been in the bushes watching as well, thank you. Please hit that like button as well. Also, I hope you guys have something nice planned for tomorrow. I don't know if I should do like a Christmas live for you guys tomorrow, but if you guys will come, then yeah, maybe I will. But I don't know. I feel like you guys could spend time with your family and stuff. But yeah, oh, Gwendolyn says it's been fun. Absolutely. I've had such a good time. You guys always show up and show out on these lives. And I've been enjoying doing more lives for you guys. So thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have something nice planned. And even if not, like, watch some of my old videos and Kiki and stuff. Merry Christmas, Angela. Merry Christmas, everyone. Please eat up. Please enjoy yourselves. And I will catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye.